I've just done a 4 GT! Who needs V8? Yes! Maybe I got in the wrong career, guys. Maybe I should be a racing driver. Whoa! But I do need to focus because I almost lost the back there at 90 miles an hour, which wouldn't be too fun. Hey guys, it's Joel and welcome back to the channel. Today you join me on a very exciting day. I'm very excited indeed because I'm here at Goodwood doing my first ever track day in the Z4. Now here's a bit of behind the scenes on how this actually works. You may notice my hair is a mess. That is because it's actually the end of the day. I didn't film an intro this morning because, well, I was just getting to grips with everything that's going on and working stuff out. But anyway, obviously I know that today has gone without a mishap, so it's been a fantastic day. You're going to enjoy the video a lot. But the plan for today is basically we have driver's briefing, have a bit of breakfast, go out on the track for some morning sessions, which you'll see shortly, and then pause for lunch, a bit of a parade lap, which was really cool, and then some afternoon sessions, which I've just finished off now. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in and enjoy the video. Okay guys, so about to go out on the track. Just waiting for this marshal's instruction. Traction control is off, sport mode is on, and away we go. As I mentioned, I have already done one session this morning. I wanted to obviously just familiarise myself with this circuit before getting the cameras on. I've got my live coolant display on the dash here, so I can just monitor that and see if anything's getting a bit hot. But the car so far is performing so well. The only thing I'm noticing fading a little bit are the brakes, but that's to be expected. They're not the best brakes. But yeah, this track is absolutely fantastic. I'm having a great time. I'm following a Jag E-Type at the moment, I'm sure you can see. And by the way, I hope you guys can hear me. I have no idea how the sound is going to pan out for you. On the apex there. No overtaking here, but we'll get past this E-Type in a minute. I've also got an E36 M3 on my bumper, so he's going to want to come past in a second as well. But this is so much fun, honestly. I can't believe I haven't done this before. Okay, so let's let the E36 come past. Indicates the right to let him know he's able to go. And once he's gone, I'm going to get back on it. 80 miles an hour into fourth. I'm going to go past this E-Type if I can make it. 110 here in fourth gear. I'm going to jump on the brakes there nice and early. Heel and toe into third. Carrying quite a lot of speed in here. On the brakes again a little bit more, just a dab. Flat through here. And hard on the brakes into the chicane. Down into second. And power. Car's keeping traction. These Michelin Pilot Sport 4s are fantastic. Doing 100 miles an hour on the home straight there, onto the brakes, holding the left, in. Car's losing a little bit of traction there on the apex, flat through here, fourth gear, 95 miles per hour, 100 miles per hour, 105, 110, and I'm just going to let off and brake a little bit here because I'm not sure about this corner just yet. 100 miles an hour through there. This is brilliant. And I don't like this corner, I'm still not used to it. It's a little bit squirmy under braking here. I'm going to put it into third. Hard right into the apex there. 90 miles an hour on the brakes. Bit of squirm and hard left here. Flat. 90 miles an hour into fourth, but I'm going to have to go back down into third. And hard turning right there. Really on the edge of grip there. Flat through here. Onto the big straight. Let's see what we can get down here. No one's coming past. Fourth gear, 95, 100, 105, 110, 115, and 120 miles an hour. Very nice on the brakes early again. Down into fourth, down into third. Out wide here, hard right. brakes. Into second, go a little bit faster through here this time. And the car wanted to brake traction there, but not quite. Well, I'm going to go flat this time and see how it holds. Very nice. 100 miles an hour again. 105. And I'm only going to let off here. I'm not going to tap the brakes. I'm scared. 105 through here this time. 110. Wow. 115 there. Guys, this is a fast track. You're above 100 miles an hour for a good majority of it. And hard left here. Let's see if we can get a little bit faster through here. Oh, this is brilliant. Top of third gear there at 95 miles an hour. I'm going to stay in third this time. And the car's losing a bit of grip there. That was my fault. I was braking a little bit late and carrying the brakes through the corner. Okay, into fourth gear. No one behind me again. We've got a great run at the moment. And 120 again there. Not going to get much faster, I don't think. Hard on the brakes now. Third gear. And tap the brakes in. Again, down into second, heel in tow, and see if we can. Yep, car's going a little bit there. This is so much fun. Perfect conditions for it as well, maybe a little bit too hot, but the track is very dry. It did threaten to rain earlier, but right now it is perfect. We are definitely getting a little bit faster each time we go around here, but I have got to be careful. I don't want to get too ahead of myself at all. I do have my friend Charlie on in a 1955 AC Seeker race car. He's on the track as well, but I don't know where he is, but we're definitely faster than him, so if we can catch him, that'll be funny. On the brakes again, I'm just going to focus here a little bit, see if we can get it a bit faster through here this time. And brakes in. Oh yes, and hard on the brakes. Coming up to a Lotus Elise, which looks like we might catch him. It can't be long to the end of the session though. .125 there. The brakes, not much is happening, so I need to be careful. In a bit early there on the brakes. I'm not going to lie guys, I am really pushing this car today and it is doing tremendously well. I've also reset my trip odometer and the MPG display to see what miles per gallon we average from today, and at the moment it's 10.8. So don't expect to come here and not spend a lot of money on fuel. I've gone through a third of a tank already in just 2 sessions. And I have to say, I can't believe it. We're coming up to this Lotus Elise. I'm going to let off a little bit because we can't overtake in this section here. But I'm very surprised this Z4 is keeping up with an Elise. Well, catching up an Elise. I think he's letting me go past, which is good. Maybe not. No, we got past him. And now, my friend in the Seeker ahead of me. 1955 race car. And then we're back up to that E-Type as well. On the brakes there, don't want to get too close. Come on car, you're doing fantastically. In the Ace. And past the E-Type as well, now we can really open up, but I think the session will probably be coming to a close. Right, take it wide here, take it wide, turn it in. Oh, ho, ho, ho. And we had it opposite lock there. And it's the cool down lap now. Oh, let's just let the car chill for a second. 6th gear. Let's just blip it into 4th and give it a little bit through here. Oh guys, this is so much fun, and I've got a whole day of it. That's the best thing. I obviously won't film everything. If anything, I might film one more session, because of course this video will be quite long if I film all of my track time. But yeah, I think the morning session goes on for another 45 minutes. I probably could get on one more time before then, but I think I'll probably just let the car chill for a bit. We'll pause for lunch, and then I'll probably catch up with you guys in the afternoon. Okay, so here we are after the parade lap. I've had to put the roof up because I'm not covering my arms right now, and I'm in the pit lane ready to go, so I haven't got time to go and get a sweater. So, roof up. And what I didn't mention earlier is that I did have a coolant light come up during the last morning session, so potentially I might have blown the expansion tank, which is something that's happened before on this car. It's a real weak point. So I'm going to take it easy, and obviously if the coolant light comes on, excuse me, I'm going to pull it back in, let the car cool down for an hour or so, and then give it a little top up. Anyway, we're next after this Boxster S, so traction control is off, sport mode on, and ready for the marshal signal. And go. I'm really not going to push it as hard as I was. I was absolutely grilling it earlier, but I'm just going to change a little bit early, get the tyres warmed up again, and hopefully we won't see a coolant light. Anyway, I say that, we're carrying 90 through this corner here. Into 5th gear, nice and early, 100 miles an hour there. Just cruising. This is a great corner here. Get on the brakes nice and early, no major downshifts, just down into 4th, don't want to over rev the car. And then this corner is brilliant, absolutely throw it in here, change early, and even though I'm not flooring it, I'm about half throttle, I'm catching up this 987 Boxster S. It's all about the driver though, isn't it? Right on this Boxster's chuff, and he's letting me go past, but I'm not sure I've got the power for it. Thank you. So I'm not even grilling it, we've just gone past the Boxster. That's hilarious. That thing's about 290 brake, and I'm just here with my 230. Okay, on the brakes early. I'm going to go for a 3rd gear here. Following my friend Charlie again in the AC, the Seeker. Early change into 4th, and I'm just going to let off a little bit here, don't get too close to Charlie. 3rd gear, and he's absolutely hanging it. And hopefully he'll give me the indication here to go past him. There it is. So far, I don't want to jinx it. Okay, let off at 110 miles an hour. Hard on the brake now. Down to 3rd. We'll go for a bit of a fast one here. Straight to the inside and turn in. And I'm going to stay in 3rd gear this time. Lovely. This is so much fun, guys, honestly. If you haven't done a track day before, you need to. And the Z4, as I think I'm proving today, is very capable. Earlier, I went out for another session when I wasn't filming, and I overtook a Ford GT, Lotus Elise, Lotus Exige, and a Caterham. Now it may just be because I'm a little bit crazy, and those guys are being a bit more careful, but this car does, I mean, I'm flat through here, 110 miles an hour. It's holding, and I think the Michelin Pilot Sport 4s have got a lot to take credit for there. They are fantastic. On the brakes, go to the turning point, in we go a little bit, and then, whoa, all the way in for the apex now. There it is, out wide, beautiful. And we've got an open track. Okay, I'm gonna go to 5th early, turn in, hit the apex, there it is. A little bit jumpy there, that was pretty fast through that corner for me. About 115 through there, and down into 3rd. Nice and tight here, hold it, hold it, hold it. On the brakes, hard on the brakes, and hard on the throttle as we go around here. Woo. Lots of understeer as we go through here. Good car, good car. Out wide. Brakes are holding up pretty well. And I'm coming up to a 4 GT again. On the brakes, mashing them down there. And we're right on the 4 GT's chuff now. Hopefully he lets me go past. Yep. Look at that, guys, I've just done a 4 GT! Who needs V8? Maybe I got in the wrong career, guys. Maybe I should be a racing driver. Whoa! But I do need to focus because I almost lost the back there at 90 miles an hour, which wouldn't be too fun. And there's the checkered flag for the cool down lap. That was probably my best session yet, and I'm so glad I was filming it. I may or may not do another session where I film, but I'll just have to work out the cameras because I'd like to have the roof down for you in one of the sessions, but we'll see if we can work that out. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is pull back into the paddock. I'm actually going to turn the car off for a bit, let it cool down, and potentially give it some coolant because I think it may need it, although we've not had a coolant light this time, which is good news. So yeah, I'll check in with you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so I'm filming one more run. This will be the last run that I film, and as you can see I've got the roof off, which is why I'm wearing this hoodie, because you have to wear long sleeves if you're going out with the roof off. This is all I've got with long sleeves. So I'm wearing a hoodie in 82 degrees Fahrenheit. The funniest thing happened. I overtook that Ford GT in the last session you saw. When I stopped, he pulled up next to me and said, "What have you done to that Z4? It cannot be standard." And obviously I said, "It is." And then also a couple of Ford mechanics came over and said, "What on earth is in that engine?" And I told them it was standard. They said, "That's ridiculous, it's punching way above its weight," because I have just been passing everything. So yeah, pretty funny. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is put the windows down, give it the full roof down experience, and I would imagine I'm probably not going to be able to hear anything at all, so I apologise in advance, but here we go. Ready? And go.
my goodness! I don't know how much of this I would have included in the video. I don't know if you can even hear me, but this is the last one I'm going to put on camera. My God, exhilarating is the word. This car has impressed me tremendously. Obviously, these cars that I'm overtaking are faster than my car. They're presumably just not pushing it quite as hard, which is understandable, but it's been really fun to overtake everything. I've not been overtaken once, as you guys have seen, which is hilarious. The engine coolant light came on again there, it went off again. I don't really know what's going on. I'm gonna let the car cool down now and top it up potentially and just have a breather before I have an accident. I'm certainly gonna have an accident down here in a minute if I don't pull over. But yeah, bloody hell guys, what an amazing day. I'll end the video here. What I'll do is I'll give you a proper outro later on once everything's finished and I can wrap up the day. But what I can tell you right now is that I have done 48 miles and used half a tank, and actually a bit more than that. What does that equate to? I have averaged 11.3 miles per gallon. So yeah, expensive day, but it's miles per gallon, not miles per gallon, am I right? Oh my goodness. Well look, I'm gonna get in the pit safely now, cool off for a bit, potentially go and get some more fuel, and I'll see you guys later on.
Well, ladies and gents, that is it. It's the end of the day here. Well, yeah, it's about 5 o'clock when the event finishes. Everything has gone well with the car. The car is, look, still in one piece, which is fantastic. The only thing that's happened is, as I mentioned earlier, there was a bit of coolant lights coming on. That was still happening, so I'll have to look into that a bit more closely. The brakes, I think they're going to need replacing because they're definitely faded, and you can see how much I've been using them from the amount of brake dust that's all over the alloys. I mentioned in a video quite recently that I should spray my wheels grey. That's pretty much the colour you're going to get. And yeah, look at the other side. This is the only loss we've had, is one of my centre caps. So I need to get that replaced. That's probably somewhere on the track. But anyway, the car has survived. I'm very pleased to say. It has been exceedingly good, actually. I have to say, the car did exceed my expectations all in all. And as I mentioned briefly earlier, many owners of Caterhams, Exceeders and Ford GT that I overtook were questioning why it was so fast, if it was stock, etc, etc, which of course it is. So very impressed with the car. It has done so well. It is still going. I've got about an hour drive to go home now, so hopefully it survives that. But yeah, it's been so much fun, and I'm definitely going to be doing more track days, especially now I know that my car can pass the sound regulations. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you have. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and I will see you very soon.